Hey there, so here's a thought slash idea coming. Mind you, this is coming from somebody who has not actually played the massively popular video game Dispatch, but I've watched tons and tons of videos of like gameplay, and I know all about the story and the spoilers and stuff like that. And the fact of the matter is that it's effectively just a choose your own adventure story where all the gameplay, most of the gameplay just does itself, right? Um, and at the end of the day, I even watched a playthrough of a dude who did everything and he didn't do anything actually. He just let the character let Robert just make all the decisions effectively in game. And guess what? At the end of the day, it all still turns out fine. The good guys still win. It's like maybe they're not the specific ideal choices that you would make, but at the end of the day, he just makes all the decent decisions where everything still turns out fine in the end, if not just good, right? I guess the main thing that people might be choosy about is like who you want your relationship with, where it's Invisigal or Blonde Blazer. Either way, though, it's like at the end of the day, you could just implement that into a streaming service, Netflix, Hulu, whatever. Like, why don't they start making series where it's literally just a choose your own adventure story in the streaming service? Because that's basically what these games are, right? Even something like Detroit Become Human, remember that a few years ago? It was really popular. I actually played through it. I loved it specifically because the story and also Marcus as a character. He's just cool. I just really like Marcus. But it's basically the same thing. Like you make a decision and then it just plays out and you just watch it. So effectively, it's like watching a show where you get to make some of the decisions. And so with that in mind, it's like, why don't streaming services start doing this as a thing? Like, imagine if instead of Dispatch having been a video game where you have to buy, it's like it's something you can, a little extra, something you can pay for on Netflix, for example. And it's a choose your own adventure story that you mostly watch because that's what 90% of the game is, anyways. And it would be a freaking crazy popular. You can't tell me that, like, in general, like the average consumer, myself, I would think that would be fucking awesome. So I'm surprised that like streaming services don't start doing stuff like that instead of making these video games that are basically just something that plays itself where you make some of the decisions. It's like just make it into a show but choose your own adventure. You could even do a whole streaming service just dedicated to that, and people would love it. I guarantee it. I mean, even just the idea to me, I'm like, that'd be fucking cool. But it's interesting to me that like this hasn't been thought of before, hasn't been implemented. Just I don't know. It's interesting. I think the like streaming services should start doing that. Just a thought.